We'll have a good intro really soon, but in the meantime, this is the Pelbros Podcast. Woohoo! Yay! Yo! Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah! We back in his house. My G's, my players, my killers, my $100 billers. You know how it is. Yeah. You already know what time it is. It is time for the next episode of the Pelbros Podcast, and here we are. As always, it's me, Ryan DW. Ryan, don't worry. Well, I'm here as always, but someone else isn't here. Someone else is supposed to be here, but I don't see them showing up. I'm still getting paid the fucking same as this motherfucker. Some bullshit, yo. Like the Google ad revenue is tight, son. It's tough in the streets. And this guy's still getting the same amount of money that I'm getting, 50-50. That's unfair, player. That's unfair, man. That ain't right. Anyways, whatever. That ain't the point. Point is that this is the Pelbros Podcast, and it's myself, Ryan DW, and we've still got that the other host, the other co-host. He's still currently MIA. He's still currently missing. Who is Mr. James, Sir James, who is no longer with us currently. Like, he's still alive, but he's no longer with us in this room. He's not here for this episode. But here's some good news, though. Here's some good news. Because I did such a terrific job last episode, right? By myself, solo. So last episode, I was kind of saying, it might be like 3 episodes, 4 episodes, or whatever, that I'm going to be solo. But listen, I got some news for you, people out there listening up. Because of because of how terrific my performance was at the last episode, pretty much what's happened is that it actually inspired, because how like comedy is the best like medicine, like laughter is the best medicine. That's basically what happened. Like, so my mate James, he was sick and quarantine and shit, and with the coronavirus and all that, right? And he listened to my podcast though, right? He listened to the episode, and he found it extremely entertaining, extremely incisive, extremely informative, and obviously very funny too. Because I'm a charismatic guy, what can I say? Anyways, so that actually helped him, boost his spirits up. And I'm hearing from the doctors that he's doing much better. His quarantine and rehabilitation process is, coming along great. So that's great. So with that, the reason I even bring that up is the doctors might say he may actually be able to come in for the next episode when it comes to the podcast. So I'm just saying that's, like, this may be the last one. It's just me, it's like, me and James, we're trying to raise you guys. You guys are the kid, and, just had a bit of a separation just then, and now coming back together. Cause, it's all good, baby. We always gonna come back, if you really love her or whatever, you gotta let her go. And if it was meant to be, she come back, you know what I'm trying to say? So anyways, that's kind of what's going on. And, and that message is also dedicated to all your heartbroken, players out there, you know what I mean? It's cool, yo. We all been there, all right? It's all about getting your ass back up and, getting it going, you know what I mean? Players, cool. Like, don't be crying and shit. Anyways, this is the Pelbros Podcast. This isn't, crying and trying to forget about Ryan DW's past life. Anyways, all right. So yeah, I got a bit carried away there though. Sorry about that, as I do. So obviously, before I get into this, a little bit of housekeeping as per usual. Pelbros Podcast. You can find us on Pelbros. Should I spell it? I mean, I've already been spelling it. Pelbros is quite simple. It's an S at the end, not a Z. And so that's Pelbros on Instagram. If you follow, I'm just saying we're blowing up. We're blowing up on Instagram. So I think you'd want to be on that Instagram page before it's even more blown up, because now you're going to look like a bandwagoner. But if you're here when we're early, we're going to remember you, and we're going to take care of you guys, right? Because when we eat, everyone eats. That's what we do in the Pelbros, baby. So yeah, we got Pelbros on IG, on Instagram. And apart from that, if you need to contact us somehow, you got feedback, hate mail, even, hate mail, whatever, send it over. What are you guys going to say to me? I don't really give a shit. pelbrospodcast@gmail.com. That is pelbrospodcast@gmail.com for all business inquiries, for all, whatever attachments you want to send me. As long as it's not viruses, by all means, send that over. If you got like a school assignment that's due and you want me to like look over it one time, yeah, send it over. I can't promise I'm going to read it, but send it over. All right. So yeah, obviously this is me being solo and shit. So the last time I did a solo episode, I was hoping, I'm just like, dude, this is a one-man show. It shouldn't be that long. I'll just like a bang, you know? Like, I was thinking I'd be able to pump something out for like in 20 minutes. Ended up being like 40 fucking minutes, dude. So this time around, I will try to be shorter, right? And with that, and because what happened, but at the same time, like, it was 40 minutes the last episode, but it didn't necessarily feel long because it was just pretty much me talking about a few things. But then I just kind of got carried away about talking about Zion because, you know, I could talk about that shit for ages. So that's that situation. But here I am. Just know that, you know, I'm trying to improve, create a more better user experience and whatnot. Okay, anyways, that is enough kind of, you know, introduction, housekeeping bullshit, whatever. Let's get into the last week of games. Okay, so last week of games, obviously we've versus last week because we had the All-Star break. Now this week, things are back in rotation. So we had Golden State Warriors, obviously. Then after that, we had the big game at the Staples Center versus the Lakers. And then finally, just today, actually, just before I recorded this episode, the Cleveland Cavaliers coming to our home to the Smoothie King Center. And so, yeah, let's quickly go over these games. So I guess Golden State Warrior, the game versus the Golden State Warriors, what can I say about that? Like, I don't want to brag, but we did kind of pump them. I'm just saying, we did kind of completely shit on them. We did torch them. Not completely shit on them, but we won. At the end of the game, at least, we won at a very, very comfortable manner. Let's just say it like that. So, with that, though, obviously, this is Golden State Warriors without, what's his face? Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, etc., etc. But that's not the point. Point is that we needed a dub, and we got it. So, just a few takeaways I just want to chuck out there. So, on the Instagram page, I actually did post something about this. Jrue Holiday was absolutely killing it in this game. So, not in the entire game, but because in the first half, Jrue was actually going 1 for 5, right? And that's not great. So what this man ended up doing is that in the fourth quarter, which is actually when I tuned in, I think I tuned in the fourth quarter and the third quarter, but I witnessed Jrue Holiday absolutely killing it in the fourth. It was like MVP mode, like completely switched on. Every kind of drive he was trying to do was working. You know, his shots were full. Because you know how, you know, you just give the ball to Jrue, he just runs to the fucking rim and does some bullshit. And, you know, it's a 3-point play pretty much because he's got the fucking and one foul. So that's pretty much what happened. Like what we needed from Jrue, that happened in the Golden State Warriors game, which was fucking sick. And, so basically, like I said, so I guess the best way to say it is, apart from him trying to do those bullshit drives to the rims, which were working, right? Which Antonio Daniels, one of the commentators, was actually saying. He was saying that, you know, Drew's just dancing here, etc., which is true. My man was dancing and he was having a bloody good time. So apart from that, though, if Jrue was driving in and if he wasn't going to be making the shot, what's this man going to do instead? He's going to be dishing it out to my boy Melly out there behind the three. Or he's going to be dishing it out to, like, what? Did Zion get one? I can't remember. To JJ. Yeah. Maybe Josh Hart a couple of times too from memory. But pretty much, it was completely, you know, shitty on these guys. So, Jrue himself in the fourth quarter, he just completely took over the game. Like I said, he was running the offense in which, if he himself wasn't making, you know, like the drive to the rim, he was, you know, maybe even worse for these guys. He was doing the drive and then dishing it out to the three and then bang, that's the three in. So people were making the shots, which is fucking good. So, yeah, that's just the main kind of takeaway I wanted to talk about with the Golden State Warriors game. How Jrue ended, like I said, he started on 1 for 5 in the half. He ended up with 10 for 17. And with that, you know, ends up being, this is what I'm trying to say, how crazy Jrue was going off this game. 23 fucking points, 15 assists. And 7 boards. That's my boy. That's Jrue Holiday, son. That's that MVP Jrue. And obviously, although Jrue was completely killing it, Zion, you know, just getting a sneaky 28 points and 7 boards too. You know, ain't no thing, shorty. And hey, would you look at that? Like I said, Melly was killing it from 3. 6 for 7 on the 3-point line. And my man got 20 points. And yeah, why not? Why not get a couple of boards too? He got 5 boards and 1 assist. Just cause, you know, that's just how my G does it. So, yeah. in the Golden State Warriors game, you can't complain. You got what you wanted, pretty much. Like, as in, we got the dub. Maybe, obviously, BI wasn't going crazy god mode, or Lonzo got a bunch of assists, though. But apart from that, though, we got the dub, and that's what counts, and that's what matters. So that's all I can really say about the Golden State Warriors. Jrue killed it in the fourth. He showed us a very, very small snippet of how good our team can be when it clicks, when everything clicks. So that's the thing. You get to see those brief snippets of the Pels at at the level they could compete at, just very, very few times throughout the season. So it was nice to see that. So that's what happened with the Golden State Warriors. And then obviously that was at their home. And then after that, we took got back on the bus, or, the plane, or whatever they do. I guess I'd assume maybe it was a bus, because LA and stuff like that, right? But yeah, anyways, the point is we went from from the Golden State Warrior home to the Staples Center, the LA Lakers home. And yeah, what can I say about this? Obviously, this is the big revenge game, the big beef up game, etc. Because yeah, it's the Lakers, and fucking they got AD, Bron, and I guess they even got Rondo. And then who we got? We got BI, Zoe, Josh Hart, etc. So I'm not gonna treat you guys like an idiot. I'll just assume, like, you guys already know the stakes here, the beef here, etc. So we've already versed the Lakers, I think, 2 times before this game, and each time we had obviously lost. However, something that I was trying to mention before is that each time we versed the Lakers before, BI was just having an off night. Like, his shots weren't going in. He was just cold or something like that, and which is surprising, because BI is our team's fucking all-star. If anything, BI is our fucking best player throughout the entire season. So those 2 times that we did verse the fucking Lakers, he just wasn't performing, right? So versus this game, BI, and not only BI, but fucking Zion, because yeah, that's also something too, actually. Okay, so but quickly I'll say, BI was, BI killed it this game, right, versus the Lakers. However, Zion too was killing it. And that's actually something that I was mentioning beforehand, in terms of when we're versing the Lakers, the other 2 times we had versed the Lakers beforehand, Zion was still injured. Zion was still sitting out. So we had never versed, and each time we had versed them too, it wasn't a complete blowout too. So I was thinking, coming into this third game, now we've got Zion. That could be the kind of like a wild card factor here, because, we haven't versed them with Zion. And so now we do have Zion. So I was thinking, things could be interesting. We could maybe get this dub. However, like I said, we are versing the Lakers today. We versed the Lakers this week. And then after the Lakers, we verse the Cavs. And then next week, we're actually going to verse the Lakers again at our home. So just talking about those 2 Lakers games, right? The one that's already gone past at Lakers home. And, and then the one after, the one coming up now, I guess, right? So we had already kind of predicted we were going for just take one of those games, not getting a complete 2-0. That's, I'm not a fucking idiot here. I'm trying to be realistic here. This is the fucking Pelicans we're dealing with, right? I'm trying to go for a 1-1 in terms of 1 win, 1 loss. So obviously the easier W to get would be the last one, right, at our own home. So I was not really expecting us to necessarily win this game. That's why I didn't put any bets on for this Lakers matchup the first time around, because yeah, we're versing them at their home. Sure, even if things are popping off and whatnot, this is still our first time versing them. So maybe we need to build a bit of like a rapport, understand what's going on, understand what was working, what wasn't working, and then get back to the drawing board and then get them for the second one and try to stop the season sweep, I guess, right? So anyways, apart from that though, these are the pros, right? Because there was a lot of negatives, I guess. A lot of people in the Pelicans community were kind of, talking a lot of shit, especially when it comes to like Jrue, JJ, I guess even Josh Hart, D-Phase, etc. But that's not the point, because Pelbros is all about the love, son. So I just want to say, yeah, like I said, BI and Zion, they killed it this game versus the Lakers. So let me just break down how they went. So BI, 34 fucking points, 4 assists and 7 boards. That's my G. And Zion, 29 points, 3 assists, and 6 boards. So, all right, BI, 34 points. Zion, 29 points. That's pretty fucking good, dude. That's pretty fucking good, right? And this is versus the Lakers. You got AD, we got fucking LeBron, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, obviously there's more players on the fucking team, but this is the Pelbros shirt, not the fucking Lakers shirt. Anyways, apart from that, though, that's the main kind of plus in terms of we're seeing how good, we could actually see in this game, the best takeaway, I guess, from this game is that we could see that Zion and BI could coexist and fucking dominate in a fucking game, right? However, their performance was still not enough. We still lost to the Lakers 109 to 118. So just by 9 points. However, throughout the course of the game, it was quite close. We gave them a quite, tough game. I think I saw a bit, of the beginning of the third quarter in which it was maybe only up by like 2 or 4 points, and then the Lakers just went on a fucking run, and I think it became like a 13-point or something like that gap, and then called timeout. And then obviously I'm a busy man, so I had to fucking bounce after that. But yeah, then after that, I actually saw that despite that, the Pelicans came back. We still kept it even close throughout the whole fucking game until obviously the fourth, in which in which the Lakers are separated from us. Who knows? It could just be not. I guess not. Who knows? We already know what it is. It's always going to be. It's because we're not making the best use of our own fucking possessions now, is it? Right. So that's actually something that was going on. So Jrue and JJ. Okay, I guess I'll talk about Jrue. So Jrue this game were so rather than being on AD like the other past matchups, or I mean he wasn't always on AD, but he had some time on AD. This time around he was just on LeBron James, and LeBron James still ended up getting 40 points. So there's that. But Jrue only had 11 points, and he was but although he had 11 points, he was doing 9 assists. And he just wasn't that efficient. He was, from what I've gathered, it seemed like he was being aggressive, Jrue. Jrue was being aggressive, playing the right kind of play style that we need from him. However, his shots just weren't falling. Those kind of bullshit drives that he does that just fucking make it somehow in the Golden State Warriors game, which is actually what I was hoping for, that momentum in the Golden State Warriors game would carry on to here, this Lakers game. The shots that he was making for the Golden State Warriors game, it fucking wasn't working this time around, and he ended up 5 for 19 from the field. So not the greatest performance from him necessarily. And yeah, and also talking about that, to be honest, D Faves, son, 3 boards, son, what up, player? I mean, then again, this is a tough assignment, right? This is maybe how many fucking, you got a huge rotation of fucking big men on the Lakers. So you can't necessarily full slack D-Phase, but, obviously people are going to try to do that. Maybe people are complaining about, D-Faves and Zion on at the same time, maybe not the best fit or something like that. Maybe need a bit more spacing. That's why you chuck on Melly, etc. Because Melly, my boy, can hit the 3. However, Melly, that's the thing. Melly did quite good this game though. However, from the 3, he didn't do as crazy as the Golden State Warriors game, but he still got a 3 for us. 1 for 3, 11 points and 6 boards. So, you can't really talk shit about Melly, to be honest. It's just more so, apart from Jrue, JJ Redick, he was on the floor for 20 minutes, right? He gave us 3 points. I don't think he attempted any threes. From what I gathered, it was just a bunch of double teams, I guess. There's that, and then so apart from his 3 points, and this is JJ Redick we're talking about. We need fucking 10-15 points from him each fucking game to win, right? So he just didn't show up. It was 3 points, 4 assists, and 5 boards. So he was still doing things outside of scoring. However, when we get fucking JJ on the floor, we need him to be fucking scoring. So yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of pros to take away from here and a lot of cons to take away too. But don't see as this, it's just because we fucking lost this now, it's all of a sudden, oh shit, fucking trade Jrue Holiday, trade fire Gentry. Oh, okay. People do want to say fire Gentry for this game though, because apparently Zoe was benched for the last couple of minutes or so, and that just kind of fucks up the offense, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not too sure, honestly. I'm not the one getting fucking paid a fucking multi-million-dollar salary to fucking run an NBA team. So I'm just going to assume he knows what he's doing over myself, you know. I'm just going to leave it at that. So, yeah, apart from that though, that's just you know how the Lakers game went before. Obviously, we lost that, which is cool. Like I said, we got 2 games versus the Lakers, right? Which was the game that just went by, and then the next one coming up, which is when the Lakers are coming to our crib, to our home, to our Smoothie King Center, baby. You know how it is. You already know how it is, player. The New Orleans Pelicans are going to be hosting the Lakers, and we need to take this dub. Right, we need to win this shit. All right, so let's think about what I was just talking about for the last fucking 5 minutes, 10 minutes about our previous Lakers loss. Right, to win this one, right? What do we need? You're gonna ask me, oh, Pelbros, what do you? Please, I'm struggling, Pelbros. Please tell me, how are we gonna beat the Lakers? How are we gonna beat the Lakers at our home, man? Please, yo, shut the fuck up. Maybe I'll tell you, huh? All right. So, like I said, despite all these kind of fuck ups we had beforehand, right? All we have to do, honestly, to beat the Lakers at our home is just to do what the fuck we do all the fucking time, right? People just need to show up. Like, everyone needs to do their fucking role correctly. Everyone needs to make the fucking shots. Obviously, easier said than fucking done, but that's realistically it. And think about it like this. This is the first seed in the fucking West, and the last other times we've versed them, it hasn't been a complete blowout. So we can definitely win this. We just need to do what we're doing, but just be fucking better. You know, don't fuck it up, right? Like I said, like Drew's got to make sure his points are his shots are falling and stuff, right? So we need like maybe 10, 15 off him or some shit like that. Oh, sorry, 15, 20 points. If that's possible, Jrue, if that's possible. JJ, son, what you doing 3 points before, homie? Get your ass back up. Give me some 10, 15, you know, shoot some threes, my G. Make it fucking rain. But obviously I understand the Lakers, they probably got it schemed up so to, you know, fuck up JJ. But yo, JJ is my boy. He'll find a way. He's a veteran. Right? And apart from that, D-Faves is going to get some more fucking boards. Obviously, even Josh Hart needs to get more involved. I mean, obviously, this is Josh Hart we're talking about. He's been doing great all fucking season. Just the last couple of games hasn't necessarily been doing as good. However, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we got B.I., Zion, 2-headed fucking dragon. They're already going to be fucking shit up anyway. Lonzo, feed these motherfuckers some assists. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Melly, keep doing what you're doing, etc., etc. And then, yo, we could take a dub. We could definitely take a dub off the fucking Lakers when they come to the Smoothie King Center. So don't you ladies worry about that, all right? We got, like, I'm just saying, I already said my prediction was 1-1. And would you look at that? I'm halfway right in terms of we've lost the first one. So that's the one at the end. But now we're going to get now we're going to get that second one, the one at the beginning, which is a dub, obviously. So, yeah, looking forward to that. However, that's something that we will be discussing when James returns next episode properly. I like to be talking. Let's hope that the next episode, me and James will be like, yes, that was such a good win, man. Yeah, man. Like, yes. You know, breaking down how we won that game, how we're so good, etc., and how we're gonna kill the Lakers when it comes to the playoffs. But yeah, as of right now, though, that's all I'll spit in terms of the Lakers situation. So yeah, apart from that, though, before I get into this Cavs game, this last Cavs game, actually, I just want to say, yo, last fucking episode, I was just spitting the truth. I was spitting straight fire when it comes to, yo, we get into the fucking playoffs, and that's not even like a yes, maybe, who the fuck knows, blah, blah, blah. It's 100%. But people still want to come to me and try to be like, oh, no, this stupid Pels fan, blah, blah, you don't know what you're talking about. Dude, you know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Like, I already built this whole entire fucking, if you would listen to my fucking podcast, I'm educating you motherfuckers for like 20 minutes on why we're definitely, like, the Pelicans are definitely going to make the fucking playoffs, right? But let's disregard that, right? There's a fucking thing I'm going to post on my Instagram later, right? 538, right? These guys are maybe the most accurate predictors of when it comes to, I think they were one of the ones that were predicting Donald Trump's actually going to fucking win the election, right? So these guys, they said us versus everyone else competing for the 8th seed, we're 69%, my friend, likely going to make the fucking 8th seed versus everyone else. And everyone else, I think, including like Portland, Memphis, etc., they were maybe around like 16, 10, etc. So, yo, we sweet, okay? I just want to leave it at that, okay? So now, the last game, like I said, I'm going to try to keep this a bit of a shorter episode for you ladies out there. The Cavs game. Oh, the Cavs game. This is going to be very, very short and easy. Cavs game, what can I say? Easy money, man. Because, I have been on a bit of a drought period, a bit of a cold streak when it comes to my bets ever since I've been doing this fucking podcast and shit. However, this Cavs game, I swooped in and got an easy kill. Should I get into too much? I mean, well, it's quite straight fucking forward on how I fucking got that bet. Like I said, I was just like, as usual, I'm doing like a multi. My bet was New Orleans Pelicans to get the dub. That was like a huge favorite. That was only like $1.08 for fuck's sake. There's that. So New Orleans to get the dub, BI to get over 16 points, BI to get over 3 assists. Kevin Love, because he was getting shat on by Jrue last time, although this time he was getting matched up by Zion. Kevin Love, I was betting he'd be getting under 20 points. And I was saying Jrue Holiday over 14 points and Jrue Holiday over 6 assists. Or like 6 plus assists, which he just fucking got. So fucking lucky about that, to be honest. Anyways, that's all those hit. And I got 4 times my money. So that's pretty chill, baby. I'm a very happy man. That's actually why I decided, hey, fuck it, I'll make this podcast after. So, like I said, as predicted, as per usual, we're always going to pump the fucking Cavs. Like I said before, Jrue, the last time we versed the Cavs, Jrue fucking, daddied fucking Kevin Love. However, this time around, it was actually Zion that was daddying Kevin Love around. And, this is Zion who's a fucking rookie here. And Kevin Love, what, 2-time or 1-time fucking NBA champion here. So, one time. So, man, this is like, it's, what can I say? Like, obviously, Cavs, it's not no fucking big, like, oh, wow. It's not like we beat the fucking Lakers here. It's the fucking Cavs, for fuck's sake. Like, you're meant to beat these motherfuckers. And it's at our home, too. But, I wouldn't say we completely, wiped these guys out. But we won in a very decisive manner. Let's say that. Basically, this game, I guess, a very brief rundown. Obviously, BI was getting fucking fed. What do you end up with again? Give me a second here. Would you ladies give me a quick second, bloody hell? So, BI, my boy, Brandon Ingram, he ended up with fucking 29 points, 6 boards, and 7 assists. So, BI was a straight killer tonight. Zion had 24 points, which is still pretty fucking good. However, it's quite funny. One of my mates that, like, he's a betting mate of mine, right? he bet that Zion was gonna get 25 plus points. And so Zion just got 24 points and then he got benched for the rest of the game. So that's fucking funny. Shout out to him, like devastations to him, but it's fucking funny for me because I'm very, very grateful that Jrue Holiday feigned out 1 last assist because he ended up with 6 assists, which is good. But Jrue Holiday had a game and a half. He had 22 points and 6 assists. And but the man of you can't say necessarily the man of the match. Before I even get to that, D-Phase did quite good, 15 boards. But apart from that, the quote unquote man of the match, I guess, not necessarily the man of the match, but he had quite a intriguing performance. You could even say he's been having an intriguing performance for us all season, like, slowly creeping up here and there, kind of like being infected by BI's momentum, I guess, BI getting better in his game, I guess, and then that being contagious, and Lonzo catching a bit of that fever too. So that's who I actually want to talk about, Zoe. So basically, the only real notable thing about this game is that Lonzo was absolutely killing it from the fucking whistle, right? Zoe had 5 assists in the first 4 fucking minutes, and with that, the Pelicans actually broke a fucking franchise record this fucking game, right? Which was the most amount of assists in the first quarter, in which they actually ended up with 15 assists in the first fucking quarter, which is pretty fucking chill, I guess. They still ended up with like 39 assists all up, but in the first fucking quarter, 15 assists. So that's a franchise fucking record. And who but Lonzo fucking getting 5 of those assists in the first 4 minutes, for fuck's sake. That's tight. That's all I'm fucking say. Like, man, like Lonzo, I don't want to fully go too much into Lonzo here right now. Maybe I'll do it in a later episode because I said I was going to make it a shorter episode today. So, what can I say? Lonzo, shout out. He's been having a really good fucking season. All I'm going to say is that I feel as if not necessarily underrated, but I think a lot of people just don't notice what's it called, how do I say it? People are sleeping on him a bit, I guess, in terms of like, people are just like, oh yeah, BI is fucking killing it since he's been here. Even people are saying like, oh yeah, like Josh Hart has his moments here and there too. But just as equal to fucking like BI, Zoe has been killing it too for us, especially when everyone was fucking injured and shit. And then he himself was injured too. And then having to be on the bench for a bit, but slowly getting himself back in rotation, actually earning his minutes too. What's been happening is that Zoe is actually, a lot of the times that we win, it's because of Zoe. Like Zoe's the one running the fucking offense and shit. Maybe not so much nowadays, like specifically nowadays, because, Jrue Holiday is playing a bit more of an assist-heavy role, and then when he's doing that, sometimes it's actually better that Zoe's just ready to catch and shoot. But that's only if, like, Zoe is actually having an on-night, right? So, apart from those occurrences, yeah, Zoe has just been really good in terms of running the fucking offense, going at a fucking really fast fucking pace, playing the game at a really fucking fast pace. That's why you can see so many of those, he's doing like this fucking quarterback, like touchdown fucking passes across the fucking, across the fucking court and shit. And that's the thing. He's got some, he's obviously a very intelligent player. He's got some kind of basketball IQ. That's what I really liked about Rondo, actually. Rondo was maybe still is kind of my favorite PG, right? People can hate, whatever, but I really respect his craftsmanship when it comes to the PG position, as in, he is the actual proper definition of a fucking floor general. So obviously, back in the Lakers, Rondo was there. Rondo is still there too, but Lonzo actually had a year in which he was kind of, a bit, kind of getting mentored by Rondo a bit, right? So I feel as if that only helped fucking Lonzo's game in terms, and because I love the fucking Pelicans and Rondo wasn't on his team. That was fucking sick. And then Rondo fucked off, and now we got Zoe. So that's pretty fucking sick in terms of like, now we got like Zoe, normal fucking Zoe, but a little bit of sprinkle from, I guess, watching LeBron even, and then, maybe having a bit of like a few tips and tricks from Rondo himself. That's just making our own new fucking floor general. And so, yeah, with that though, yeah, Lonzo's been fucking really fucking good for us, man. And maybe not so much in the beginning half of the season, but at least, this like lately, every time Zoe is on the court, you can expect he might not necessarily give you a triple double, but he'll give you around like a triple double, right? Like maybe it'll be like 8 points, 7. This is something like this would be realistic, like 8 points, 7 boards, and then like 10, 11 assists. That's still like, although on the numbers, on stat sheet, on Bleacher Report, whatever bullshit, it doesn't come off as a fucking triple double. The impact it's providing to our team in terms of its offense and everything else, right? It's almost the same, if not even better than like, maybe like just stat padding fucking triple doubles. So what I'm trying to say though is that people still be sleeping on Lonzo, and people can hate because of his dad or what kind of bullshit like that. I'm going to leave this specific topic for a later thing because I have a lot to say about this. And it's not, I'm not a hater. Like, I love the fucking guy. Like, I've always been open-minded with these guys. And yeah, Lonzo's been killing it. That's all I just want to say with that. And last fucking little point too is Lonzo, like Zoe and Zion got a fucking connection going on. Got some chemistry going on, and then there's fucking BI obviously, but yeah. So expect a lot more fucking lobs. That's what I'm going to say. I expect a lot more fucking like backboards fucking breaking and shit. Cause yeah, Zoe just fucking bang, just dishing out the fucking assist to Zion. Yo, son, I can get used to fucking that. We're building a fucking dynasty here. We're building the next few, we're building a team of fucking champions here. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what the Pelicans is all about. It's all about the long term, son. Same as the Pelbros. We're all about the long term, actually. And that is why this is kind of getting to the end of the episode right now, actually. Yeah, I tried to make this shorter. I think I did that. So all I say though before signing out is obviously IG, Instagram, Pelbros, baby. Not the baby part, but Pelbros. And pelbrospodcast @gmail.com for all business inquiries and whatnot. So, yeah, all I'm going to say, though, is that overall this week, quite fucking good. We ended up 2-1. It's still pretty fucking good. And we advanced from the 11th seed to the fucking 9th seed, for fuck's sake. We're like 2 games away from Memphis right now, dude. Like, easy fucking money. Easy fucking money. That's what I can fucking say, man. So let's just keep this fucking going. Like I said, we got James coming back to the podcast next episode. So that's gonna be pretty sick for you, motherfuckers. And yeah, like I said, if you guys listen all the way to the end right now, congratulations, because you win fucking nothing. So yeah, see you later, and thanks for dropping by. Peace out.